Hi and welcome. I'm down at Matty's gym. My name's David Heatley and this is Matt Brindle. Today we're going to be talking about the Matt Brindle Functional Strength Training product, and there's a whole lot of history behind this product, isn't it?
There is, yeah, many years.
Many years. In 2007 we released it, but we spent all of 2006 trying to get it right. And the whole essence of that product was to develop something that we could get in front of people very quickly to enable them to get good form and function. And it's certainly a big issue at the moment, isn't it, with a lot of people that are desk bound, that they really have very poor function. Are you finding that in the people that are coming to the gyms?
Yeah, look, in general population and sports performance, we tend to be a lot more sedentary these days, and it is affecting our mobility. And if we have poor mobility, then generally we're going to have poor stability at the same time. So yeah, we need to address those things first, and then we can build on strength and power and whatever from there.
And it's really the underlying layer. When we were running our remote coaching program, we're obviously still running it now, we needed to get people up to speed really quickly, and it really comes back to that statement that you had around you can only develop as much power as you can stabilise.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and with the pedaling technique that I teach, it's really important that people are very stable. So we actually work on driving the power from the hips, and to do that you have to have stable hips. See, a lot of people, they try and stabilise the bike or stabilise the power that they're developing in their legs with their upper back and their lower back, and they're coming back from rides absolutely trashed because they're a really sore back, or they're not able to stabilise those hips. Even with their back, they're having to recruit a lot of other muscles in their body that they shouldn't really necessarily recruit. And it's creating a lot of inefficiencies in their ability to be able to develop power, their ability to be able to ride for long periods of time on the bike with good power, and also the maintenance of their injuries as well. So, you know, if they're recruiting the wrong types of muscles to stabilise themselves on the bike, then it's going to create a pattern that's not very healthy, and that's going to spiral down into an injury. And that was really important because we're on a fairly aggressive program with our 12-week program. It was really important that people were very functional to start off with. So it was something that really had to address early on, because if we didn't address it early on and they started ramping it when we ramped up the training, the athletes would generally, well, they wouldn't always, but there'd be cases where they'd start getting injuries. They'd start getting niggles that would turn into, you know, full-blown problems. So it was really important that we had a foundation that that we were able to level things. And because I was coaching people remotely back in 2007, the problem was, how can we get good quality functional strength training that's relevant to cycling, all right, in front of these people? So that's why we put together the whole Matt Brindle, the DVD series.
That's right.
And we've sold it all around the world. It's been a really, really popular product. I've been amazed. And look, in 2007, functional strength training was really a bit quirky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit quirky. I mean, there's been many strains of it in that period of time. But yeah, we stick to some solid foundations and stick to what we believe is true for functional principles.
Yeah, and it was one of the things that I really, it was one of the things that we really needed to work on, was to make sure that this program was solid, right? And when people think about strength training, they think about really big, heavy weights, going into the gym, and a personal trainer just smashing them over, and that sort of training's great if you're a sprinter and you've already got a really good level of function. But if you were to go to a gym and start doing that sort of thing, then usually you're going to get a back injury, or you're going to blow a knee, or you're going to run into problems, aren't you? Yeah,
it increases your risk of potentially something going wrong down the track. So without that foundation, you compromise your long-term training and performance on the bike. So we focus on establishing a good foundation. And our program now has probably expanded to sort of be more complete and carry into different phases of cycling over a period of time. So it's not just beginner level, we've got quite a few more levels there now.
Yeah, well certainly. Well, that's the great thing about our new product, isn't it? Because originally our product was fairly narrowly focused, and we've actually expanded it. So what we've done is we've put a lot of exercises on the front end of it to make it a lot easier for people to step into it. And then we've also made the other end of the spectrum a lot more challenging as well, haven't we?
That's right.
So originally in the 2007 version, we had 5 strength training programs.
Yep.
And then we had 1 set of mobilisers.
That's right.
And now I'm just looking at the board, we've got 3 mobiliser programs that start off at quite a basic level.
Yep.
And we've got 6 phases, and in those phases we've got 2 exercises. Exercise programs. So we've got 12 exercise programs to develop strength, and we've got 3 mobilising exercises that are really, and we'll talk about the mobilising exercises shortly, but so the product has expanded, and really you've taken what you've learned over the last sort of 7 years and we've put it into this new product. So it's, I'm really excited about it.
So am I.
Yeah.
It's taken its time, but we've got it.
Yeah, I know. Well, we recorded it before I left for Mansfield, and I finally had the time to go through the videos and stuff. So so here we are here talking about the product, and it's kind of, I really like the way that it's worked into a really nice, solid product.